The man just looked in a mirror and discovered $1 million business opportunity. In the 1960s, car windshield wipers ran at a constant speed, unable to adjust their speed or frequency based on rainfall. They also made annoying rubber squeaking noises, which were absolutely torture for drivers. A constant back and forth motion of the wipers was almost hypnotic, creating serious safety hazards when driving in the rain. But once you turned the wipers off, the windshield would quickly become blurry. Because of this, all the major car manufacturers were working on a solution. Bob was a college physics professor whose witty and humorous teaching style was beloved by his students. He loved tinkering with inventions in his spare time. One day, while looking in the mirror, Bob had an idea. What if he could invent a device that worked like the human eye, automatically wiping away rain based on the amount of rainfall? That would be a revolutionary invention. Thinking about this, Bob became incredibly excited. He named the device the intermittent windshield wiper. However, reality hit him hard. Making wipers operate intermittently wasn't easy. Simply changing the mechanical structure obviously wouldn't work, so Bob considered using electronic components to control the motor's operation. With the help of his two sons, he formed an improvised R&D team. Using transistors, capacitors, and resistors, he successfully made the wipers operate intermittently. Bob understood that this invention could change the entire automotive industry. He stared at the prototype for dozens of minutes, imagining how it could give his wife and children a better life. But Bob had no idea he would pay a heavy price for this invention. To celebrate his success, he took the whole family out to dinner. He told his children that the country produced 20 million cars every year. If every car used his wiper, the returns would be unimaginable. Bob then found a friend who manufactured car windshields and showed him and his boss the invention. The boss was amazed. After all the major car companies had been researching this very thing, yet a regular college professor had beaten them to it. Bob proposed mass-producing the intermittent wipers, but the boss threw cold water on the idea. Inventing and manufacturing were two different things. Without proven practical application, rushing into production would be a huge risk. The boss said he needed to conduct market research before making a decision. However, Bob's friend was very supportive. Through his glass company, he helped Bob file for a patent. Soon, the boss contacted Bob again. After conducting market research, Ford was very interested in the new type of wiper. If Bob could secure an order from a major company like Ford, the boss would invest in his invention and mass-produce the intermittent wipers. The next day, Bob's friend provided him with a luxury car so he could install the wiper on it. The two then headed to Ford to demonstrate the invention. Ford's engineers couldn't wait to see the demonstration. They had been working on the same problem for a year without success. To prevent them from spying on his invention's secrets, Bob deliberately backed the car up several meters. Just as he confidently flipped the wiper switch, disaster struck. The wiper, which had been tested countless times and had worked perfectly, suddenly failed at this crucial moment. After a thorough inspection, Bob discovered a blown fuse.
It's a fuse!
After fixing the problem, he flipped the switch again. The engineers couldn't believe they had been beaten by a regular teacher. The intermittent operation impressed them immensely. One engineer suspected Bob was manually operating it from inside the car, but when Bob stepped out, the wipers continued functioning flawlessly.